Hi everyone, I'm Austin Bechtold, and this is your weekend preview for the second weekend of February. Another exciting weekend of RMU athletics is set to begin with critical matchups for almost every winter sports team. The Colonials will face tough competition throughout the weekend and will be challenged both Friday and Saturday and also on Sunday to improve their overall records and chances to win their conference championships. Men's and women's basketball see action as well as men's hockey, women's hockey, with the month of February just beginning, and spring sports such as lacrosse, softball, and many others are about to start their seasons. Another exciting week of RMU sports is about to begin. Let's talk a little bit about it. Let's begin with men's and women's basketball traveling to Sacred Heart this weekend in a battle to stay alive at the top of the standings. First with the men's team. The Colonials improved their record to 13-11 overall, and their conference record is now 9-2 in the NEC with a 67-62 victory over the Wagner Seahawks on Thursday night. The Colonials continue their road trip this weekend in Fairfield, Connecticut against the Sacred Heart team in a matchup between the teams sitting in second and third place in the NEC standings. This critical battle will determine if RMU is for real or not after struggling lately versus inferior opponents. Now for a team that has not struggled with anyone as of late, the Robert Morris women's basketball team will also face the Pioneers, but the women's basketball team for Sacred Heart has had an average season at best. RMU sits at an impressive 15-6 overall and 10-0 in the NEC. Robert Morris dominated the first matchup at the UPMC Event Center, winning 69-39. Look for Nneka Zibo and Isabella Posset to have huge games for the Colonials this weekend. Now let's talk men's hockey. They've struggled to find any consistency this season and find themselves in sixth place in the AHA standings, with their road not getting any easier, with RIT coming to town this Friday and Saturday. This is the first matchup between the two teams, and Robert Morris has struggled this season on the power play and has found no success on the penalty kill as well. They found themselves down by multiple goals frequently in 2020 because of it. Now, after having last week off, RMU women's hockey returns to the ice this weekend with their impressive 9-3 CHA record and the #1 seed on the line. Robert Morris travels to University Park to face the Penn State Nittany Lions, a middle-of-the-pack team in the standings. Expect J.C. Gebhardt and Michaela Boyle to star this weekend and contribute to the offense in a major way. Now let's talk women's track and field. They also head to Penn State for the Skies and Sabach Challenge on Saturday. Freshman Alicia Moore stood out the most of anyone last weekend at Youngstown State after claiming gold in the 500-meter dash and recording a top 10 finish in program history. Now moving to Joe Alton Stadium. Men's lacrosse is off this week, but their first official game of the season is next weekend, Saturday, February 15th versus Canisius at 3:30 in Buffalo, New York. Corson Keeley and his 52 goals return for RMU this season, looking to lead the back-to-back conference champs to a third straight crown. Now, on the other hand, women's lacrosse will travel to Columbus, Ohio this Sunday to face the Buckeyes. RMU is 0-3 all-time versus Ohio State and will face an uphill battle in their first game of the season. The Colonials have consistently struggled against OSU and have not found the net nearly enough to overcome any deficit that they may be able to face. Finally, Robert Morris softball is back and ready for a bounce-back season this year and are competing in the Blue Hose Invitational located in Clinton, South Carolina. RMU will face Presbyterian, South Carolina State, and Norfolk State twice over the course of the weekend, beginning on Friday and ending Sunday afternoon. That does it for this edition of the Weekend Preview. I'm Austin Bechtold. Stay tuned to RMU Century Media and the new Colonial Sports Network website for updates all weekend long, and enjoy the full weekend of RMU Sports.